It was a bright, sunny day on Earth. Children laughed and played in the parks, their joyful voices filling the air with a sense of peace and happiness. Families enjoyed picnics, couples strolled hand in hand, and the world seemed perfect. But in the blink of an eye, everything changed. News spread like wildfire that the Galactic Empire had attacked a small human settlement, and in their ruthless raid they had murdered a young boy named Ethan. Ethan was just a child full of life and dreams. He loved to chase butterflies in the garden and play soccer with his friends. His laughter was infectious, lighting up even the darkest corners of the universe. As people remembered him, flashes of his bright smile and the way he would run into his mother's arms brought tears to their eyes. His mother, Maria, had always cherished those moments, holding him close and whispering how much she loved him. Now those moments felt like a distant memory, a painful reminder of what they had lost. The news of Ethan's death sent shockwaves through the community. People gathered in disbelief, their faces filled with sorrow and anger. The Galactic Empire, with its advanced technology and powerful fleet, had struck without mercy, viewing humans as mere insects to be crushed. The indifference of the Empire was chilling. They had mocked humanity, believing they were superior, and now they had crossed a line that would not go unpunished. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the city, leaders from around the world convened in an emergency meeting. The atmosphere was thick with tension and grief. They knew they had to address the growing threat posed by the Empire, but how could they respond to such an unthinkable act? The room was filled with voices, some advocating for immediate military action, while others urged caution, fearing the Empire's wrath. In the midst of the chaos, Maria stood up, her heart pounding with a mix of sorrow and rage. Her voice trembled, but her determination was clear. "This is not just about my son. This is about all of us. We cannot let them think they can take our children without consequences." Her words resonated with those gathered, stirring a fire in their hearts. Maria had lost her child, but she would not let his death be in vain. The leaders fell silent, realizing the weight of her grief. Maria's pain had become a rallying cry for humanity. She spoke of Ethan, sharing stories of his laughter and his dreams. As she recounted his joyful moments, tears filled the eyes of those present. They felt her loss as if it were their own. Each tear represented a future stolen, a life cut short. The emotional fallout was profound. Ethan's death was no longer just a statistic. It was a tragedy that united all of humanity in grief. As the meeting progressed, Maria's anger fueled a determination within the room. Plans began to form, ideas exchanged as leaders discussed how to respond to the Empire's aggression. They knew that retaliation was necessary, but how could they hope to stand against a technologically superior foe? The Empire's cold and calculated methods were unmatched, but Maria's passion lit a spark in them. "Let's not just be a target," she urged. "Let's show them that humanity will fight back. We can't allow our children to live in fear. We must protect our future." Her words resonated deeply, igniting a sense of purpose among the leaders. They understood that they were no longer just fighting for vengeance, they were fighting for the very essence of what it meant to be human. In that moment, the seeds of a plan were sown. The realization dawned that they had to unite, to gather every resource and ally they could find. If they were to face the Galactic Empire, they would need to become stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. The room buzzed with ideas and energy, fueled by a shared mission to avenge Ethan and protect their world. As the meeting concluded, Maria left with a heavy heart but a newfound hope. The world may have changed forever, but she would fight to ensure that no parent would ever have to endure the pain she felt. Humanity's response to the Empire's cruelty would be swift and powerful, and they would rise as one. In the face of overwhelming odds, they would prove that they were more than just a target. They were a force to be reckoned with. The story had begun, and the echoes of Ethan's laughter would become a beacon for humanity's struggle. The fight for justice had ignited, and soon the Galactic Empire would understand that they had awakened a sleeping giant. As the news of Ethan's tragic death spread, Commander Sarah knew that the time for action had come. She felt a heavy weight on her shoulders as she gathered her team in the war room, a large, bright space filled with holographic displays and maps of the galaxy. Sarah was determined to rally a diverse group of soldiers and scientists, each with unique skills. Among them was Dr. Patel, a brilliant scientist known for his innovative work on military technology. He had a reputation for developing advanced systems that could turn the tide of battle. "Listen up, everyone," Sarah began, her voice steady and firm. "We've all felt the pain of losing Ethan, and we can't let it go unpunished. We have to unite and show the Galactic Empire that we will not back down." The room filled with nods of agreement and shared determination. Each soldier felt the fire of vengeance igniting within them, ready to avenge their fallen brother. Dr. Patel stepped forward, excitement in his eyes. "We've been working on something special for this mission, our Dreadnoughts. These ships are equipped with cloaking devices that will make them invisible to enemy scanners. Plus, we have advanced AI systems that will help us strategize in real time during battles." The team gasped in awe, understanding the importance of this technology. These Dreadnoughts could change everything in their fight against the Empire. With the plan set, the next few weeks turned into an intense period of preparation. Training exercises filled their days as soldiers honed their combat skills. Sarah watched as they practiced hand-to-hand combat, simulated space battles, and learned to operate the new technology. Fast-paced training sequences created an atmosphere of urgency and excitement. The sound of blasters firing and the shouts of soldiers echoed through the training grounds, a testament to their dedication. Amid the training, moments of camaraderie blossomed. Soldiers shared stories, laughed, and formed bonds that would strengthen their resolve. They were not just fighting for revenge, they were fighting for each other, for their families, and for a brighter future. Sarah encouraged teamwork, knowing that their unity would be their greatest strength. As they trained harder each day, they became a formidable force. Despite being the underdogs, Earth's warriors were united by their shared mission and burning desire for justice. The spirit of determination filled the air as they prepared to face the Galactic Empire, ready to show the galaxy that humanity would not be underestimated. With every passing day, the tension mounted. The soldiers knew the battle ahead would not be easy, but they were prepared to fight with all their might. The countdown to their vengeance had begun, and nothing would stop them from unleashing the storm that was gathering on the horizon. The moment had finally arrived. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation as Commander Sarah stood before her team, the vast hangar filled with 700,000 dreadnoughts, gleaming under the bright lights. Each ship was a marvel of technology, equipped with cloaking devices and AI systems that would give humanity a fighting chance against the Galactic Empire. Sarah took a deep breath, her heart pounding as she prepared to deliver a powerful speech. "Today we launch not just ships, but a mission fueled by love, loss, and the spirit of humanity," she declared, her voice rising above the roar of engines. "We are here to honor Ethan and every life taken by the Empire. As we embark on this journey, remember that we fight not only for revenge, but for a future where our children can laugh and play without fear. Let his memory guide us." As the engines roared to life, the dreadnoughts lifted off in a breathtaking display of power and unity. Bright lights illuminated the sky, and the massive fleet moved as one, cutting through the atmosphere and into the vastness of space. For the first time, humanity felt a surge of hope. They were not alone. They had each other, and they had the strength to challenge their oppressors. The fleet quickly set course for the Empire's patrol routes. With the dreadnoughts cloaked, they moved stealthily through the stars, ready to strike. Sarah's heart raced as they approached their first encounter. The Empire's patrol ships patrolled carelessly, unaware of the impending assault. As the dreadnoughts decloaked, a chorus of cheers erupted on the bridge. "Now let's show them what we're made of," Sarah commanded, her voice steady as she led the charge. The dreadnoughts unleashed a flurry of fire, the bright blasts cutting through the darkness. The Empire's ships were caught off guard, their arrogance shattered in an instant. The action was fast-paced, with explosions lighting up the void of space and the sounds of blaster fire echoing through the ship. Amid the chaos, the emotional stakes heightened. Soldiers felt the adrenaline rush, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the battle. They fought not just for victory, but for each other. One soldier, Bonner, stood out among the ranks. A veteran with a heart of gold, he fought for his family, driven by memories of his children and a promise to protect them. As he piloted his dreadnought, Bonner remembered the laughter of his kids, their dreams unfulfilled. His story resonated deeply with the others, uniting them in purpose. As the battles raged on, the bond between the soldiers grew stronger. They celebrated victories, mourned losses, and shared stories of their pasts. Each moment solidified their commitment to the mission and each other. Together, they were transforming from individuals into a cohesive unit, driven by the pain of loss and the hope for a better tomorrow. The first encounters with the Empire were just the beginning. They had awakened the spirit of retribution, and the Dreadnoughts were a symbol of humanity's resilience. With every victory, they felt Ethan's spirit with them, urging them forward in their quest for justice. The dawn of retribution had arrived, and humanity was ready to fight. The time for the ultimate showdown had arrived. The vastness of space became the stage for an epic battle between Earth's forces and the Galactic Empire's main fleet. The Dreadnoughts soared through the cosmos, their hulls gleaming against the backdrop of distant stars. As they closed in on the Empire's massive ships, the air was thick with anticipation and tension. This was not just a fight for survival, it was a fight for freedom and honor. The battle erupted in a spectacular display of firepower. Orbital bombardments rained down from the Dreadnoughts, painting the dark sky with bright explosions. Each blast shook the very fabric of space, illuminating the ships like fireworks. In the chaos, the soldiers fought fiercely, using close-quarters combat to board enemy vessels and take control. The sights and sounds of battle were overwhelming, blasters firing, soldiers shouting orders, and the throbbing engines of their ships resonating through their bodies. Despite facing an enemy with superior technology, Earth's forces relied on their ingenuity and strategy to outmaneuver the Empire. Commander Sarah coordinated the attack with precision, her mind racing with tactical decisions. "Flank them from the left. Use the cloaking devices to confuse their sensors," she shouted, leading her troops with unwavering confidence. Her leadership inspired everyone. They fought like lions, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. This moment reinforced the theme of good versus evil as the soldiers, embodying the spirit of humanity, stood against the oppressive might of the Empire. As the tide of battle ebbed and flowed, the stakes grew higher. But the emotional heart of the fight lay in the sacrifices made along the way. Bonner, a beloved soldier and father figure, fought valiantly at the forefront of the battle. He led his team with courage, determined to protect his fellow soldiers and secure a future for his children. As the battle raged, he made a brave decision to take out an enemy cruiser, threatening his comrades. "I'll cover you! Keep pushing forward!" he yelled, charging ahead with determination. In a heart-wrenching moment, Bonner's ship was struck by enemy fire. The explosion lit up the space around him, and his team watched in horror as their friend was lost. His sacrifice sent shockwaves through the hearts of everyone fighting. Tears mingled with determination as they felt the weight of their loss. Bonner's death became a rallying cry, igniting an even stronger resolve in the remaining soldiers. They fought harder, pushing through their grief, determined to honor his memory and avenge his loss. With each sacrifice, the bond between the soldiers deepened. They became more than just a team. They were family, united by their shared mission and the memories of those they had lost. The battle continued to rage, but they fought with a newfound strength. The Empire underestimated them, believing technology alone would secure their victory. But humanity's spirit, resilience, and determination proved to be the ultimate weapon. As the battle reached its peak, Earth's forces began to turn the tide. Each small victory reinforced their belief in justice and freedom, showcasing the power of hope and courage against oppression. With their hearts set on victory, they continued to push forward, ready to confront the Empire and reclaim their future. This was not just a fight. It was the dawn of a new era for humanity. The battle had ended, and Earth emerged victorious against the mighty Galactic Empire. However, the cost of this victory weighed heavily on the hearts of the soldiers. The cheers of triumph echoed through the vastness of space, but they were tinged with sadness. Commander Sarah stood before her team, a mix of pride and grief filling her heart. They had fought valiantly, but they had lost many dear friends, including Ethan and Bonner. In a solemn ceremony, the remaining soldiers gathered to pay tribute to their fallen comrades. They stood in a circle, the stars shining down on them, a reminder of the lives lost during this great struggle. "Today we honor those who gave everything for our freedom," Sarah began, her voice steady yet emotional. Ethan, a young boy with dreams and laughter. Bonner, a father, a friend, and a hero. They are not just names on a list. They are the heart of our fight. As she spoke, the soldiers reflected on the sacrifices made for their victory. Each name mentioned brought back memories of laughter, courage, and the warmth of friendship. Tears flowed freely as they remembered the moments shared, the dreams that would never be fulfilled. This poignant moment resonated deeply, reminding everyone of the true cost of war. But amidst the sorrow, there was a flicker of hope. The final scenes unfolded with images of Earth beginning to rebuild itself. Cities that had been destroyed were now coming back to life, and the resilience of humanity shone through. Sarah watched her fellow soldiers working together, their hands rebuilding what had been lost, and she felt a swell of pride. They were not just restoring buildings, they were restoring hope. Let us honor those we lost by ensuring that no child suffers as Ethan did, Sarah proclaimed to her team, her voice ringing with determination. We will work together to build a future where laughter can thrive, where families can live without fear. This is our promise. The soldiers nodded, a renewed sense of purpose igniting within them. They knew their mission was not just to defeat the Empire, but to create a world where love and hope could flourish. The story concluded with a powerful message of resilience. The aftermath of the war showed that while battles might be won, the fight against oppression was far from over. Sarah and her team stood united, ready to face any challenge that lay ahead. They had tasted victory, but they also understood the shadows that loomed. The Empire would not easily forget their defeat, and there were still battles to be fought. In the closing lines, Sarah raised her fist, a rallying cry for her fellow soldiers and for all of humanity. We will stand together against evil, and we will never back down. For Ethan, for Bonner, for all who have fought and fallen. Together, we will shape our destiny. The echoes of her words resonated through the ranks, instilling courage and unity in everyone present. As they looked to the stars, they knew the fight would continue, but they would face it together, stronger than ever.